and then we'll start in a little bit. In the meantime, if you're already on, you can start to just think about your big life. Like if you could imagine the biggest life you could imagine and what you would really, really like. Go ahead and think about that and just kind of start to daydream a little bit. And we're going to be playing with some really cool stuff that I found and some stuff that's been coming in lately that's been just so cool of how this works and the miracles of it all. So let me get this to everybody. And if you want to chat in the chat room and just let us know what your perfect big life is. And we'll be starting in just a minute. Okay, so let's see. So here's the link. And let me just make sure this is all good and good to go. Okay, so there it is. So if you want to check your email, if you want to watch this on YouTube instead of on the Zoom, you can. But I hope you're watching on Zoom because then we can interact and do cool stuff together. I figured a way. I think I'm gonna go to have a lot of people, whoever wants to raise their hand to interact with me and do stuff. So okay, so there goes the link, and I got this. Okay, I wrote a bunch of notes down today, and thank you everybody that wrote their emails to me already. Okay, let's see, Jeffrey. Happy holidays too, everybody. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Sponge. Good to hear from you, Sponge. Istvan. Yes, thanks for posting in the Facebook group too. This is all, you can put your intention out there right now for anyone else that's not on the call, your friends, your family, other people of who you want to help. Healing stuff. Istvan has something really big. One of his friends got shot recently and is in hospital and doing, needs our help. So we're putting him in our space. Okay. Okay, inspire and guide others. Hey, Jeffrey. Looks like Sequoia. I think that's Lisa. Yes, Jeff and Lisa. Okay, cool. Oh, Jeff and Lisa, yay. Okay. Okay, and yeah, so yes, so health issues, health concerns, blood pressure, love. Lots of people emailing about love, like wanting love. And some of the stuff that was sent over, I could feel it. I mean, those pictures that you painted, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I see it. It's like I see it for you. So so love, relationships, daughter healing from psychiatric stuff. The guy that's dealing with an actual gunshot wound, blood pressure things. It's all included. Okay. All right. So feel free to chat in some more if you want. You can go to the little button on the bottom that says all panelists and all attendees so that everybody can see who's there. I'm doing that if you want. All right. So we're going to jump right to it. So this is the way I see it going. And of course, we're going to go just how it goes. And what you can do if you want is to notice how you feel. And then you can even test things, walk around, check your neck, check your back, check your blood pressure. See how you feel about your friend who's in the hospital. See how you feel about your ideal life, your big life with a partner and the kids and the home and how that feels. Kind of see how it feels, all those kind of things. Your own health concerns, being positive around people instead of having negative people in your life. All those things that you want, just kind of walk around, see how you feel, see how those issues feel to you. Because then in a bit, we'll recheck. Okay. So a lot of stuff came in today. I actually made an extra video today that I'm going to be putting out there. That's not even up on anything yet, but it's kind of coming together of how things might work. I had you know, we've had different interviews with all sorts of healers and coaches and reality creation people and law of attraction type stuff, and healers of all sorts. And what some people say is you have to be the person that that already has the stuff. Like if you already are that person on the inside, then all that stuff will be attracted to you, whether it's your health or your relationships, love, money, your lifestyle. It'll be attracted to you if you're thinking and feeling and you are a certain way. So like one of us put out there on the email a no negative day. He was saying no negative day 1 day a week. And maybe it would be good to have a 7 day a week, full-time, always on, no negative day. So because, you know, it is kind of that idea, like what you are is what you attract. I was talking to a friend quite a few weeks ago who studies the law of attraction a lot. And she finally decided to move because her place is too moldy. I've been telling her for years to move. And because that was the main thing that's causing her health concerns, all these health concerns. She's all these practitioners for, and she has all this concern. And it was totally mold. Solving the mold issue was a big one. And so it took her years, and she finally told me this last few weeks that she's going to move and find a place that doesn't have mold. And but then when she was talking about it, she was talking about it's too expensive in Bellingham, and you'll never find a place, and all the places have mold anyway. And she was going on and on and on and on and on about all the reasons she's not going to be able to find a good place. And if she did find a place, it would still have mold and be too expensive. So I thought, wow, you study the law of attraction, and it sure sounds like you're attracting more of the bad stuff. So how do you be the person that already has the stuff? It's like, you know, if you have a lot of bad stuff going on in life, then it's easy to keep that on the top of the list, right? Somebody asks you, how's it going? Well, you know, this hurts. And I definitely had that issue. I had a girlfriend years ago, many years ago, used to have this chronic hip problem. I did. And after physical therapy school, it was really limiting my running. And if people ask me, how was I doing? Like, hey, how's it going, Ralph? I'd be like, oh, you know, my hip, this is going on. It's like stopping my running. I was always talking about it. And finally, my girlfriend at the time said, you have got to stop talking about that. I don't want to ever, ever, ever hear you talk about that in front of me again, ever. And I was like, whoa, okay. But I was like, okay, I'm not going to talk about it because that's serious. And it's funny, I quit talking about it, and it started to get better. And then I was led to things that worked. This movement therapy, Feldenkrais, and some stuff that I used to get rid of trigger points, and it went away. And so, but it's kind of interesting that it got better, quite a bit better, when I quit dwelling on it all the time. So, but the question is, how do you be the person who has what you want? So another story, and then we'll get right into this, but this is kind of useful, is really useful, I think, is that I studied with this one guy quite a bit, really, really changed my life, because I won't mention him, but he's a spiritual teacher that a lot of you might know. And he was definitely talking about how the world's not real. And if you just knew the truth, that you're infinite, that then you would have access to all the things you want, including the money. And he had a life with a lot of money, and he always talked about it and that sort of thing. And so I was like, wow. At the time, I was doing a lot of stuff in the physical world. Like my business was doing really well in San Diego. And with my consultants, we were tracking all of our statistics. So we had graphs of how many new people we got, new clients, how long they stayed, how much money we were making, how much expenses we were doing, how many doctor visits we were doing to get referrals. We had all this stuff charted out, and we would meet once a week. And then I started doing this deep spiritual work to go to the truth that I'm infinite, and that you don't need to play in the physical world anymore. It's all not real. You can not have to deal with that. And so we quit tracking all that stuff. My office manager was so happy that she never didn't have to get all these statistics from me anymore. Well, you can kind of guess what happened. It started to go down. Like the people that were working for me started, I somehow found people that weren't that ethical, and some of them stole from me, but I didn't know because I didn't look at the statistics anymore. And a lot of stuff just went south. And so as I opened one of this guy's emails again just recently, I haven't seen him in a long time, but he was on my Facebook on some sort of sponsored ad thing. So I thought, I'm going to see what he's up to these days. I haven't seen him in a while. And he was talking about the same kind of deal. Like, you know, if you know the truth that you're infinite, and his thing was, if you have this experience with him, that then you would know the truth, and then all this stuff would magically come your way. And I thought maybe he's got something. He sure feels and seems like a really good guy, but maybe it's different than that. So here's what I found that's been working for me, and whether you're looking for health or love or relationships of some type, or money, or a combination of those things, the lifestyle, here's what we're going to do. So you ready? Let me just check in and see how everybody's doing after all that talking. Let's see. Hi, Carrie. Awesome. This is going to be so good. Okay. So I'm going to start to go through this, and then you guys you're in the session right now. So right now you're actually in it. So you might already be feeling things in your body, but I'm going to start to just set it up with some words. Okay. So we all have a body, right? And at some point we won't have a body. At least it doesn't seem like it. You know, the body dies, and then maybe we're somewhere else, you know, or whatever you believe around that. But physically we have a body right here, right now. And so we have this big opportunity, like my friend Kai Yogi says, we have this instrument called a body, and we can feel with it. And he says that that's the key. I'm finding that it is the key as well, that we can feel with this body. Like there's going to come a time, maybe we're going to be infinite and know that we're infinite, and not have a body and all that. But right now we have this body, and we can actually feel with our bodies. So we can feel love, and we can feel joy, and we can feel bliss, and we can feel pain, and we can feel hardship, and we can feel heartbreak, and we can feel devastation, and we can feel exhilaration, and we can feel what it feels like to achieve, and we can feel something in our bodies. Cool, huh? So you might just check in and notice, what is your body feeling right now? Awesome. So good to have you guys here. I feel it. Okay, so now, you know, when you think of your big life, and you might want to think of it right now, your big life, like take a moment as I set up the space, as I work with the space, as I do stuff, I'll do my part. And what you can do is just think about your big life. You know, your health. We need our health absolutely first, right? So you're healthy and strong enough to do anything you want to do. So when you think of your health and what your big life would be, having your health, think about that. And when you think of your love, your partner, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, or if you don't have one yet, but your boyfriend or husband or girlfriend or spouse will be, the kids, everything. When you think of your ideal life with the people around you, and loving them and them loving you, what's that big life? And just daydream a bit. You can close your eyes or open them, whatever's good. You can think of your big life, the people in your life, and the health. And then the lifestyle, right? So the lifestyle involves the cars, the homes, the stuff in the homes, the clothes, the amount you work, the kind of work you do, the things you do during the day. So you've got the lifestyle, the work, the love, the people, your health, your big life. And when you think of your big life, I'm going to ask a question. If you've been with me for a while, you might have heard this before, but we're going to go deep with it right now. Think about why you want this life. This life. like, you know, I'm coming up to you right now. And it's like, you got this big life. I see it. I've read some of the emails now. I can feel it. You think you want this life. You do want this life. Why do you want that life? So notice that. And if you do this and you really do this and you go for it right now, you're going to come to something really big. So taking the time to go, okay, this life that you want, 200, 300, 400, 500K a year, whatever it is, the cars, the lifestyle, the kids doing well, the family. Maybe for others people, it's the 60, 70, 80K a year. Whatever the dollar amount is that would just be like, oh, that would be so good. And whatever the lifestyle that goes with what you want and the people, why do you want that? That's it. That's it. Now, when you think of that, the why you want it, I'm going to ask this and then check in and see this one now. The why of why you want that. Why do you want that? Why is that important? Why is that important? What will you have having that? And we could even check in one more time. We can do this a few times, but whatever that is that you want and why you want it, the why, whatever that why is that important to you? And you can chat in if you want of why that's important to you. I would love to hear because I want to check in and see if hi Jenny, awesome, Louisville. Okay, friend's mom with stage 4 lymphoma. Awesome. So why do you want those things? If anybody wants to chat in, it'd be great. If not, it's okay too. Why do you want that? I want to be happy. I want to be free. It's an honor to serve, to matter. So we want to matter. I want to have a purpose. It feels like an honor to do it. Why else do you want it? Why is it you want that life? Okay, now when you think of having that, the reason you want it, the why, what's the feeling that you would have if you had all of that? If you had all of that, what does it feel like in you to have that? Like, what is the feeling you'd have having all of that? What's the feeling? Yeah, when you think of the freedom to do what you want, where and what you want to do, with whom you want to do it, growing and learning, that inner peace, what's the feeling that is? What's the feeling of all that? What would it feel like in your body? Happiness. And so, is there feelings that go with the happiness? Like, what's the feeling of that happiness? What would you feel like having all of that, walking around with that, driving around with that, sleeping with that? It's funny, sleeping with that. What's the feeling? What might it feel like? What would you have gotten? The feeling you would have gotten having achieved it? Expansion, freedom. Yeah. What would it be like to teach children that? In the schools? What does that deep connection feel like? What's it feel like? And now, what you might want to do is go into the body. So my teachers, interestingly enough, my medical intuitive teacher and my Qigong master teacher, and some of the other teachers that I've had now too, they don't all use these exact words, but it's basically they're saying go through the body. So it definitely feels good. What do I do when I feel it is all going away? Okay, we're going to get to that, Jenny. We are going to get to that. Yeah. So if you're not feeling good, if it starts to bring you down, when you think of some stuff that's going on, hang in there. We've got something for that right now. Not to worry. Hang in there. And even you feeling that right now. So for Jenny, whether you're feeling a calm and less pain and feeling good, or you're feeling a downer and like it's all feels like it's going to go away, fear of it's going away, whatever you're feeling right now, when you think of your big life, now here's the deal. Go inside your body, and I know I've said this before over and over again, but we're doing it right now in real time, and it's a thing that just has to happen over and over again to really get, because even though it's simple and simple words, it's something that's easy just to keep moving away from. Okay, that's good, Jenny. And it's okay if it didn't dissipate, but it's great that it did. So now, so go inside the body and notice, here's the magic words. You can write them down. What's happening in your body right now? So we have these physical bodies. We won't have them forever. They do go away. But right now we have these physical bodies, and it's an instrument to feel. It's a feeling instrument. And the funny thing is, going through the body and feeling whatever that is, feeling with it, is really big. There's more, but this is really big. So right now you're here, so it's okay, it's good to take the time. And even if it's like, well, I'm not very spiritual, I'm not meditating kind of a person, and it's okay. It's not about that. It's just, you've got skin, you've got nerve endings, you can feel stuff, you might be numb in some places, but you can feel stuff. You can feel stuff on the inside. So just go inside with your attention and just notice what's happening. That's it. And just sit with it and just keep your attention on whatever's happening. Now, it's easy to start to daydream, and it's easy to start to think, and it's easy to start to think of other stuff. But then whenever you do catch yourself, just bring your attention gently back to what's happening right now inside your body. So when you think of your big life, whether it brings up wonderful, wonderful feelings, or, oh my God, it's fear of going away feelings, whatever it's bringing up, go inside your body right now. Yeah, and for Jeff, remember we did this the second time I met you, I think, and your blood pressure lowered with that session. So if you're thinking of your big life and totally healthy and big lifestyle, big cool job, full-time pay for 3 days a week, when you're thinking of the way you want it to be and the feeling you'd have having it, whether it brings up painful feelings in your body or good feelings in your body or some just neutral, different sort of feeling in your body, just put your attention right inside your body right now. Good work. That's it. And just sit with it for a moment. And so what I'm going to do right now is I want to do this. Let's see, Q&A, there's a Q&A. Also would like to add a healing to my friend's mom who has stage. Yes, Lisa, absolutely. Okay. Okay, so now let's do this. I want to just, this is a thing to really get. So I'm going to go to the thing under there that it's either in the top somewhere or on the bottom. There's a little screen that has participants. I think that's what it's called in your thing. And you can electronically raise your hand. I see Lisa's already raised hers. So I want to do this. I want to just, you don't have to do this in person with me right now live, but you can do it as I do it with other people. You can think about it for yourself, but it's going to be useful because I want everybody to really tune into feeling the body, and then we're going to just quickly go to what you're feeling, so that I make sure that you're like feeling the thing we want to be feeling, which is the actual feeling, and not thinking or judging it. So let's see. So I'm going to go with Lisa first. Okay, allow to talk. Yes, Lisa can talk. Can you hear us, Lisa? Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, great,
Yes.
great. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So when you think of your big life,
Yeah.
and Jeff is big life, and you guys think of your big life, in this moment right now, just sitting here right now, what are you feeling in your body?
Well, it's interesting. Jeff, actually, every time we do the peace process live or on video with you or in person, he tends to just pass out, which he's
I love
awake
it.
now. Yeah, I think it's just his way, his body's way of finding peace. And for me, I still burn a lot. I'm still burning. Like I sort of go through phases where sometimes I burn stuff off and I feel so peaceful afterwards. But then sometimes I know that like when I go meet other people, like other parents from school or whatever, it's just at a glance, but everyone seems to be thriving and so vibrant. I feel like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, and I just sort of come home and just sort of feel bad about myself. But I feel a lot of tension and like for me, it's been very much in the head neck area. Sometimes
Okay.
yeah, and we've been really. And as you know, just blood pressures were spiked, even though the heart rate went down. So that's, but as far as feeling, definitely, burning off like sort of neck, ears, like different parts of the skull.
Okay.
And
Awesome. And so so right now in this moment, are you feeling something in your neck or your skull or your ears?
um, like not exact. Like I mean, it's sort of like when I'm listening to you do everything, I feel it. But then if I engage or participate, then I don't notice it as much. Does
Yeah,
that make
yeah, we
sense?
start to talk, yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like you get out of our body kind of feeling. Okay, so think about like 100, 200, 300, 500, whatever your version of a lifestyle that would be just like, oh, this is the best. This is
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
So Jeff's totally well, and
Okay.
think about interacting with parents and other people,
Mhm.
and you guys have the on the inside, you've got it, you've got it, and
Right.
yeah, the external world shows it that you have it. The cars, the home, the schools, the stuff, and on
Mhm.
the inside, you feel it too. When you think of having all of that right now, just go ahead and think about it. There you go. And now when you're not, yes, and then you can let go of thinking. If but if you think it's okay, but now just go inside and just scan from head to toe, and let me know what's happening in your body in this moment.
Like sort of along the jaw, like on my left cheek, I definitely feel like a throbbing. It's interesting, um, like not pain or anything, but just sort of like dull ache throb, like some sort of energy is trying to, burn
Okay,
off with this
okay,
process.
awesome. And so just keep your attention on that jaw spot, and just notice whenever you do anything like say that it's energy or that it's burning off or that it's anything that you're describing, just notice whatever it's doing right now. Like, okay, is it throbbing? Is it painful? Where is it? How far into the head is it? How big is it? Just stay with the physical sensation. Yeah, there you go. And is that the area that you feel the most intense sensation, or is there another area that feels even more of some sort of sensation?
Well, it's interesting. It started on the left side, but then it went to my right side, like sort of, where maybe
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what.
So, okay. Here's what I want you to. You're doing great. So you can take a finger if you want, and either touch it or you can be a little bit away from it, and as if you're putting your finger right in the center of the most intense part of it, and then if it flips sides, then you could take a finger and go right to the most center intense part of that, and
Okay.
wherever it goes, just keep your finger on it. And by keeping your finger on it, you'll keep your mind a little more out of it, and you'll be just following it, like, oh, where'd it go? And then because your job will be just to keep your finger right on it. If it goes away, that's okay. That's great. If it stays, it's good. If it gets worse, it's all good. It's like you're going to be burning it off by keeping your attention just on the physical. And if it helps to keep a finger right on it, you can do that. Yeah, how to do that for a moment. There you go. That's it. And are you able to keep your attention on the physical feeling?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So I'm gonna check in with you in a moment, but I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
and I'll leave it open. I think as long as it lets everything be okay. If it starts to cloud the sound, I might mute you. But I'm leaving it open right now, and we'll just get everybody that wants to put their hand up to put their hand up, and then I will make sure everybody's got this idea, and then everybody that's not raising their hand or that's watching it later, just the idea is you bring up your big life, like what you really want. There you go. And just dream it up, dream it up, dream it up, all the particulars of it. And then, of course, it would have a feeling. You'd feel a certain way. And then the job then is to notice what's happening in your body. Like, where is that feeling and what's it doing? And then just stay with that. At that point, it's an easy process because you don't have to keep thinking about the big life. You don't have to keep thinking about the problems. You just need to keep your attention on the physical, what's happening in your body. And that is going to be showing you the way through this, to go through the body to get what you want. So good job, Lisa. Really good job. Okay, let me go ahead and let Istvan up. I think Istvan should be live. Istvan, can you hear me?
Yes, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So how is your friend doing?
I don't really have too much news from him, but I guess he's in coma right now.
He's in a coma?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so your stuff is all up right now, no matter what. So when you could tell me more about, do you have anything more to tell me right now that you want to tell me, or do you want me to like start to do this with you? Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I guess I'll leave it up to you. As you.
Okay. Okay. It already feels big. So when you think about life, and I know you got to some of the stuff that you said that you've changed now, the job and everything. When you think about life, and when you think about your friend, and you think about all whatever's going on for you right now in this moment, that's it. And then let that go just as much as you can right now. It's okay if you keep thinking about it, but go ahead and scan your body and tell me, what do you feel in your body? What's happening?
I feel something in my stomach.
Okay, good. Good to notice. And what is it? What's happening in your stomach?
It's not like a pressure. It's I don't know, some like bubbles.
Pressure and bubbles. Okay, you're doing great. So you're right on it because you're staying on a story. You're just saying what's happening in your body. So even though you have so much on your mind right now and so many very, very important things, for right now, just keep your attention on that pressure and the bubbles. And you can put your finger pointing to it also. So your finger's pointing right to the most intense part of the most intense part. That's it. And even though you've got lots to think about, that part of your mind, just keep your attention right on what's happening in that stomach. The physical. Yeah. And this is the way through all this stuff is through the body. Yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it. So just keep on it. I'll check in on you in a moment. Just keep on it. You're doing it. That's it. That's it. And what's happening in your body right now?
It's kind of the same.
Okay. And is it moving? Are the bubbles moving, or is there still bubbles?
It's the same.
And when you say the same, does that mean there's no movement, or is there some movement that's just the same movement?
The same movement.
And what is the movement?
Like waves.
Like waves. And can you tell, is there one area that's the most intense of those waves? Like where is that most intense part of that?
At the middle of my abdomen.
Okay, and then just go right to it with your attention. Your whole job right now is to put your finger pointing right to the center of the most intense part and to keep your attention right on the most intense part. And your job, your mission right now is to feel whatever that is. It's already a feeling, so go ahead and experience that feeling in your stomach right now. That's it. That's it. Stay with that. That's it. Stay with that. Stay with that. That's it. If it moves, you move your attention to where it moves to. If it's in the same spot, you just keep noticing what's happening. Is it moving? What's it doing? Yeah, you're doing it. That's it. And I feel for some reason to mention Jeffrey. So Jeffrey, you know how we do the Yoda fingers? And it's like that psychoenergetic emotional technique from Matrix Energetics. And we do the Yoda fingers and then something happens. So it's kind of like that with your whole body. There we go. Just to let you guys know, we have some true wizards on this call. True wizards. That's it. And to let everybody else know, you have that too. So when you bring up the angst, and sometimes the angst is already there, right? Like something like Ishvan's going through right now. And you guys are all going through your own version of stuff. And then you put your attention right on the physical, what's happening. Yeah, and I'm going to put a copy. Do I do this? Yeah. A copy of me and these other wizards here with you. And your job is to keep your attention on what's happening right now, to actually experience it, to feel it, to be feeling it, to feel it, to not try to meditate away from it or to try to calm down. But you go right to the center of it. Yeah, without the judgment, without the story, without saying it's this or that, or it's a spiritual thing, or it's this mental thing, or it's because something happened in the past. Yeah, just go, what it actually feels like. So I'm going to check in with Istvan. So right now in this moment, Istvan, what's happening in your body?
Got a little bit smoother.
Say that again.
Got a little bit smoother.
A little smaller?
Yeah, it's not that intense anymore.
Okay, and so just with your attention, lean in. By that I mean like you're trying to listen to it, except you're listening with how does it feel? Lean in with your attention right to the center of it. Put your finger pointed right to the center of whatever's left there. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so keep your attention right on what's happening in your physical body. And whenever you start to think about your friend or your work or just the way things are or whatever is going on, just gently bring your attention back to what's happening in your body right now. Same with Lisa, what's happening right now, whether it's, you're thinking about blood pressure things or judging yourself or what other parents are like or money in the door, money out the door stuff, whatever you're thinking, then just gently bring your attention back to, okay, but what's happening right now? And you've got this instrument, you've got this body, and go ahead and feel with that body what's already there. Just feel it. Okay, you guys are doing great. I'm going to check in with the next person. Let's see. Good job, Istvan. I'll check in with you in a minute. Wow, it looks like everybody else turned their hands off. They're scared. Like, no. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so let's see. It's intense work. We're doing intense work. So Kimberly. Okay. Oh, and there's some more people. Okay, good. Okay, Kimberly, let me know what's going on over there.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Oh, fantastic. I'm actually doing really well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like things are actually starting to shift for me in the direction that I want it to go, and it's been really good. I just want more. I want to keep going with this and see where it goes because I really want to make this pretty epic.
Okay. So you can share whatever you want. Don't share anything you don't want because it's recorded, But
sure.
But share whatever you want. What would you and you can and what is an epic life result for you? What would be like, this is the best?
So currently I have a full-time job, which is actually pretty cool, designing Halloween costumes, but it's not what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm actually an artist that works in various mediums of costume design and other art. So what I'm trying to create for myself is a lifestyle that allows me to create a lot of different types of artwork that allows me to travel extensively, obviously get paid well so that I can sustain myself and not have to work the full-time 40-hour-a-week office job, even though it's a cool one. But I want to be able to create the art, travel, meet new creative relationships, collaborate with people, work with artists that really inspire me. And hopefully I can inspire them. And it would just be like a dream to be able to do all of these things around the world with people, and also just kind of give back to the community with this art that kind of speaks to a lot of women, actually, specifically.
Oh, the art speaks to women. It's Halloween costumes for women.
Well, the Halloween costumes is actually, that's the 40-hour-a-week office job. And then my artwork is actually women-centric. It's body casting.
Body casting? What's that?
Yeah. Like plaster cast?
Why would you make a body cast out of making
of women? Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah. I hope I don't offend anybody, but it's specifically women's lady bits. We'll put it that way. And I create, I'll make a plaster cast of that part of the body, and then I'll create a shrine, like an art piece that kind of honors that part of the body for the women to kind of raise awareness about our bodies and body shaming and so many reasons. But that's part of what I do. And I also do costumes on the side for theater, music, videos and movies, and I would also love to explore that. I do a lot of different things. I make jewelry, I build costumes, I make custom work, all kinds of stuff. So I do that on the side because it doesn't pay me well, and I have my Halloween job that does pay me well, and eventually I want that to actually just kind of move on and focus on all of these other art projects and make a sustainable living, a really good living, and be able to travel more. That's also a big limit with an office job,
Okay. Great. Perfect. So you already sound like somebody that does a lot of physical action in the physical world to make things happen.
I do. I'm very busy. It's a little overwhelming, actually.
Yeah. So this is perfect because that's what I've noticed. That's another section of this is, the stuff. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You've touched on something that's really important. And it's that I found important anyway, is that to have this big life, to do really cool things, to do what you really want to do, then there's also the physical what to do, like how to make a business run and how to reach the people that are looking for you and how to serve them and how to actually get things so that people can buy from you and that sort of thing. If you want, I can send you some links that may be useful to you because I found some of that stuff. Because what happened with me was I didn't know how to get my work out to the world, and I thought that there was people looking for me, and I put it out there, and I did this our Miracles group quite a few years ago, and people started buying right off the bat, and I thought, wow, if that many people will buy and be with me every week, every month, and do this, there's got to be more people like that around the world, right? And so, but how do you reach these people? And so when you talk about what you do, it's like, oh my God, there's like out of the 7 or 8 billion people on the planet, there's a lot of people that would pay you money for what you're doing. And so the question is how to find them, right? So there's some physical ways to do that. And if you want, anybody that wants that, I can send you some links. Would you like me to send you some links of stuff that I found?
Yeah, go ahead. Part of that also is figuring out logistics and how to get paid, because I am starting to have people reach out from all over the country and the world, and they're like, yes, we come to our city, and it's like, cool, but how do I pay for all of this?
Okay, awesome. Okay. Well, I've got some answers for you that I think you'll find very, very, very useful. Okay, so here's the other part of this creating the big life thing is that a lot of times people, and me included, were led down a path of just meditate enough and do enough qigong and positive thinking and thinking a certain way, law of attraction kind of things, and it's just going to magically appear. And what I found is there's something else. So there's this whole when you purify gold, right? You have to put it under fire, and you create a lot of fire, and it burns off the impurities, and then you have this gold. And it seems like that's the way that this kind of stuff works, is that you start a business, if that's your direction of going. Not everybody does a business, entrepreneur thing. But in your case, you start a business and you start to get yourself out there. And of course, that pushes some buttons, right? Like you're putting yourself out there, and especially in your line of work. And so, but in anybody's line of work, you push yourself out there, and then people can attack you. And plus also your own issues with self-worth. So even like Lisa and the other parents, it's like you put yourself out there with families and in certain cities and certain people doing really well, and you're putting yourself out there, and then your own internal doubts and fears and stuff shows up. So here's what I found is the challenges and the hardships and the figuring the business stuff out for you is part of the fire that then purifies you, and you learn the physical stuff to do. And then as you do the physical stuff to get your word out there and find more and more valuable stuff, and I've got something really valuable to show you that I'll send you, and for anybody that wants it, just let me know. And you do these physical things to get yourself out there and to get things going, then and in the case of Lisa, you know, going to meetings, hanging out with different families, putting yourself out there in whatever ways, and Istvan and his work, you know, then the internal doubts, fears, inner game stuff shows up. And then what you do is you do this, what's happening in your body technique. But along the way, you do the physical stuff. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah, absolutely. All the logistics.
Yeah, you do that. So let's see. Let me just go through my notes because I wrote some things down about this. Yeah, so the actual challenges. So here's, yeah, let's see. You already just described it perfectly. So basically, when you're going through your business, and are there certain things that that push your buttons when you're trying to get this work out to the world?
Yeah, wanting to do some of this artwork and make it affordable, but also making like pricing is a big part.
I got it. Okay,
pricing,
so
you know?
okay, hang on. Okay, so think of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 times 500% increase of the prices you charge.
Okay,
think of that right now.
A number I had in my head that somebody mentioned to me. How funny!
Did they? That's so funny.
Yeah, like an artist came over this morning, literally before the session, and we talked about it. And I said, I charge X, Y, and Z, and she literally said 5 times the amount.
Okay, so go to 5. That's what I'm getting to. So go to 5 times as much right now. Yeah, 5 times as much. That's what you charge. That's your rate.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I'm trying to figure out is how to market myself, because I'm not just an artist that does one thing.
I've got it. I've got that for you. I will send you stuff today.
Okay.
I will send you stuff. This has been, yeah, you have hit the gold. And anyone else that wants to market themselves in stuff, I found something, a guy who his passion is helping people get their message out to the world and build their tribe and do their thing. And I'll just send it to everybody. But definitely, yeah. Okay, so don't worry about that part. You're gonna get that part. So right now, because then you're already somebody that does the stuff. Like if there's stuff to do in the physical world, it sounds like you'll do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can work really hard, really.
And it sounds like your reason why you want this big life is already big enough. Like you know you want this.
Yes.
Okay, so you got this. Okay. So if you have the big why, and you have your vision of what you want, and then how do you be that person first, right? Like how do you be that person? Like they talk about in law of attraction kind of things. How do you be that person? Part of it is you start to do it. And you raise your rates and then figure out the logistics of the business. And I'll send you that. And then you raise your rates and you do all these things in business. And of course things happen. Like it pushes your internal buttons, your game, your fears and your doubts and all sorts of stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So right now, when you think of increasing your rates to 500% more, really doing it, what's happening in your body right now?
It's a little bit of like a heavy-headedness, like in my brain.
Okay. So in your head, you feel a heaviness?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, go. And do you feel anything else anywhere else in your body, or is that the main thing you feel?
There's a little bit of like a little bit of anxiety in my esophageal area, my chest area, a little bit of like a nervousness feeling.
Let's go to that first. Let's just try that first. You can go to either one, but that one's kind of calling me. So go put your attention on that feeling in your throat, esophageal area, and your chest.
Okay.
And your whole job now is just to keep your attention on whatever that is and just to experience it exactly how it is. Just go, oh, it's doing this now.
Yeah, I just got a little bit of a shiver.
Okay, so you felt a shiver. And what's happening in your esophageal area?
It's like I said, it's like kind of like a nervousness feeling and.
Okay, and what does that nervousness feel like? Like what's the physical happening? What's happening in there?
Like a little, oh gosh, how do I even describe this? Like
don't feel it.
Like a little bit of an ache, I guess, like a soft ache.
Okay, keep your attention on the soft ache. That's what you're looking for. You're going to keep your attention on the physical soft ache, because the nervousness is a description of it. It's like a judgment of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody else might say, oh, that's an excitement I feel. And another person might go, oh, that's a nervousness I feel. And someone else might say, oh, that's like really bad fear. And it's like, what does it feel like without those judgments? That soft ache. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And what's it doing now?
I get occasional like shivers, I guess, and it actually is kind of making me well up in my eyes a little.
Okay, so some water in the eyes and some shivers. And is the soft ache still there?
Not as intensely.
A little bit?
Yeah. I went through a few shivers and it kind of softened.
Okay, and it can go that quickly. So keep your attention on those. If the shivers show up, just notice them. You don't try to change them. You're just noticing them. You're experiencing them directly. Keep your attention on the soft ache if it's still there. If it moves, just put your attention on where it moved to. If your eyes are getting watery, just notice that, experience that. And that's good. You didn't call it, joy tears or sadness tears. It's just, it's water. If there's a feeling there, what is the feeling? Oh, you're doing great. And what's happening now?
That started to relax.
And so as you scan your body head to toe, what's going on now?
Kind of like a relaxed heaviness, like when you meditate for a while and your body feels kind of heavy.
Where's the heaviest part of the heaviness?
My upper body, but it definitely goes all the way down my legs.
And so the heaviest part is
there's like tingling on the crown of my head, and it's a little bit of tingling in the back of my neck.
Okay, and so tingling in the head, a heaviness in your body in certain places.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your attention on the heaviness. And do you feel like you could keep your attention on the heaviness for a bit?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to check in with you in a minute. Good work, good work. When I first started doing this technique, Jen, my wife, said, "What are you doing?" And I thought she said, "What are you doing, man?" And she goes, "I must have said babe. I wouldn't say man." But she said that because more and more people were all of a sudden contacting me and getting me, and people were sending me people, and it was like, wow, I'm doing this thing. There you go. So yeah, keep on that, Kimberly. Good job. Let's see, Carrie. Okay. Oh, Carrie, we even see Carrie, or a picture of Carrie. Okay, so let's see. Should be seeing Carrie in a second. Carrie, how's it going?
Pretty good, thank you.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, tell me, how's it going over there? Like, how's it going with the big life feeling, or what's going on for you right now?
Yeah, so I found my big life, and and I was just tuning into like a hard heaviness, I would say, right between like my heart and my waist.
A hard heaviness. Okay. Okay. So let me just do this so I can hear you better. I'm muting everybody else for a moment. Okay. So the hard heaviness, and so, and you okay. So let's just I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 steps back. Go to your big life.
Yep. Got it right here.
And when you think of your big life, well, share only what you want to share, of course. When you think of your big life, why do you want your big life?
I want it because I really want to be there for people who want to transform their lives. And I just believe when we do that on an individual level, it goes out like a ripple to our communities.
Okay, and when you think of having that, like you're impacting a lot of people in big ways.
Yeah.
Why do you think you want that?
I would like to see more peace and harmony, more love on our planet. And personally, that would bring me a lot of joy, a lot of fulfillment, and a lot of freedom.
And awesome. And so when you think of the joy and fulfillment and freedom, go ahead and just visualize that, see that, what it would look like in a tangible way, like the lifestyle.
Yeah.
There you go. And why do you want that lifestyle?
Well, I'll be a lot healthier. You know, I'd like a second home in a rural area. That will really up my vitality.
So your health would get better, and you'd be in your rural area too, 2 homes. And having your health better and 2 homes and that vitality, why do you want that? I mean, it seems obvious to me that of course you would want that, but why do you want that?
Well, it's nice to feel good.
It's nice to feel good. And if you felt really, really, really good, visualize, kind of get in your awareness what that lifestyle would feel like, what you'd be up to and what it would feel like. That's it. And what is that feeling? What would you feel if you had all that?
Content, peace of mind that I'm doing the best for myself possible.
So peace of mind, doing the best for yourself as possible. Peace of mind. Go to the peace of mind feeling. Like, what would that feel like? Just kind of like go live in that peace of mind. Like, what would it be like to have that kind of peace? And can you feel that peace?
Yeah, it feels really good. And I also feel my heart was beating a little bit more pronounced. So, but yes, it feels super.
Okay, and so go inside your body and notice where that feeling is. That's it. That's it. And where is the feeling of that peace?
Well, I notice it more in my lungs, like, oh, I can just breathe and relax and be free.
Okay, you're doing great. And then keep your attention on that feeling in that lung area. You have a physical body, and we're here to experience it in a physical way. Just go experience whatever that is, that peace in there. There you go. And just stay with whatever that is. So having that lifestyle and that vitality that comes with the second home, the second one in a rural area, and doing all that stuff for the world, having that peace, that peace, it's a feeling, and you can notice in your body, where is that feeling? So you got your big life, and you're getting all the pieces in place, and you're feeling it, you're seeing why you want it, that peace that comes with that. And that peace is a feeling, and your feeling is with the body, you're feeling the body. And so you just put your attention, where is that? And what's it doing? There you go. And then that feels awesome. How is it going over there?
Great. It feels like everything that I want, my prosperity, my clients, everything is just more grace and ease.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, stay in that feeling of that peace. And every so often you can go back and visualize the lifestyle, and then come back to, okay, there's that peace feeling. That's what I really want, and feel that. And then I'm going to, I know I've been talking to you, so I'll send you some stuff too. And I think I've got another piece that I think you'll like of how to get your work out to the world. I've told you a little bit, but I'll tell you more. Yeah, there you go. Just stay with the feeling. So like all the stuff, the house, the work, the lifestyle, the health. There's a feeling that comes with that. And then noticing where is that in your body? Brain. How's it, how's it going over there?
Yeah, good. I really feel breathing much easier, much freer.
Okay. Now, if you're going along and then some angst shows up, then you can go feel that too. And so you could go back and forth if it happens. If it doesn't happen and you just feel total peace, that's totally cool. And every so often you could like then think of your lifestyle, your rural place, your health, and then it's the feeling that you have getting that. You might get deeper layers of why you really want that. But peace is one of the most primary ones. And then it's a feeling. And so of course it's your feeling, it's in your body, and you just notice where is that feeling? And then just stay with it. Oh, that feels good. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna check in with somebody else. Are you doing good?
Yes, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Okay, hang in there with that. Let me just undo this. Let's see. So we got Carrie, Kimberly, that is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go Jeffrey. Yeah, we're gonna go a little over. That's okay. Let me just I'm gonna go to this. For some reason, even though I know Jen is probably getting ready for bed where she lives, but I'm gonna go Jeffrey first. So hang in there, Jen. Okay, Jeffrey. Can you hear me? Let's see, Jeffrey, unmute. Maybe I'm gonna go Jen first. Let me go to Jen first. I guess that's the way we go. Okay, let's see, Jen, unmute. 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 Maybe I need to X these guys out. Let's see. Jen, can you hear me? Probably can, but I don't see how to do this. Let's see. So Jen, here we go. Promote to panelist. I'm going to promote Jen to panelist and see if that changes something. Okay, unmute. For some reason, it's not unmuting Jen. Jen, is there a way for you to unmute you? For some reason, Jen and Jeffrey, I can't unmute. Let's see. I'm going to promote Jeffrey to panelist. Okay. So Jeffrey, I'm clicking unmute. Jen, I'm clicking unmute. My goodness. Let's see. I don't know why it's not letting me unmute you. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna do this. No, I don't want to do that. Well, my goodness. Let me go see and check the chat and see if. Oh, yes. Of course. Okay, so, okay. Oh, it's like Jenny's so cool. There's Jenny and there's Jen. Yes, totally okay, Jen, no problem. Okay, so we're all good. So I'm gonna do this since for some reason I can't unmute Jeffrey. If you can figure out how to unmute you, Jeff, it's worked before. So I'm gonna do this. So everybody, everything you want. Here we go. On trust. Done. There we go. All right. So let me know how it goes, everybody. And I will see you guys all in a month or sooner. We've got some really cool stuff coming out pretty soon. Jen, actually, my Jen came up with a really cool thing today. So we're gonna go with that real soon. And I'll tell you more about that soon. But yeah, it's been really, really good. This is big. So in your inbox, there's some cliff notes, and you can have this video. You'll get the video. It's in your inbox already right now too. And let me know how it goes. Let me send me an email. Keep me up to date. You're all so welcome. Yes. Everybody report in. Let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear the stories. All right, everybody. Bye for now.